What's up, everybody? Welcome into the CBS Sports College Basketball YouTube channel for the first of 3 live commitments this week. We have got one of the more dynamic guards in the national class ready to announce his commitment right here in just a few minutes as Willie Burnett III, an electrifying guard, 6'4", ton of playmaking ability and creativity, is going to announce his commitment right here on the CBS Sports College Basketball channel. Let's take a look at his profile and get you everything you need to know about this star guard. You see that team breakdown jersey there on the New Balance circuit, a 4-star national prospect, just knocking on the door of the top 100, one of the top 20 guards in the country. You see right there, number 6 in the state of Virginia, but he is originally from the state of Florida. 6'4", got that long, wiry build. And here's what I mean about the creativity, the handle. He can rock his man. He can shake his man. He's the type of guy, you get him the ball on the playground and he is getting you a bucket on demand. So he is going to be an exciting player for whichever fan base lands him. Not only can he create off the dribble, but he is a tough shot maker there. You see the way he can lean back into that high release point and make tough shots on demand. A whole lot of offense in this guy's bag. Creative with the flair. He's going to be a lot of fun, as I said, for whichever fan base gets him. About those fan bases, let's take a look at the finalists. It is down to just 4 schools. He's got Mississippi State, Florida State, Oklahoma State, and Western Kentucky. Without further ado, we are going to bring in Willie Burnett III live to our broadcast. What's up, Willie? Welcome to the show.
What's good? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing?
Doing great, man. Great day.
All right. Now, Willie, I know this day has been a long time coming. So before we get to the big announcement, I just want to ask you, take a step back and tell me, what have the last couple of years been like for you, fighting for attention, getting attention, and then going through this recruiting process?
Man, it's been a big journey for sure. Like, I was gonna start with my freshman year, man. At first I was playing for like some team called ECU and stuff like that, and then Team Breakdown had picked me up, and I started getting more attention my freshman year. And then 10th grade year, I got my first offer and stuff like that. And after that, when I was with West Stokes and under Coach Kenny, I just started to gain more attention, and more people started recruiting me. And now I'm here now.
Now, you mentioned you're here now. Tell us exactly where you are, because that is a big time setup you got here for this announcement.
For sure. I'm at Gillian Academy. Actually,
right,
Kenny Gillian. So, you know what I'm saying? That's his last name in the school. This is where I'm at right now.
Look at you. I mean, that's free marketing right there. That is well done. Coach is going to be happy with you. Now, I know you want to shout Coach out, but I want to ask you, who else has helped you get to this point? Take a minute and thank whoever you need to thank before we get to the moment at hand.
I want to thank God, first of all, and then my family, especially my dad, man. He was working with me since I was a jit. So he always was working out with me outside in the park. Every time he waking up, messing up his sleep schedule just to work me out every day. So I just got to thank my dad, first of all, my mom getting stuff done for me. I just got to thank my family.
Yeah, that's very cool, man. I love that. Love those stories in that context. The moment is at hand, the moment that you worked for, the moment your dad worked for. So I want you to take all the time you need and then tell us where you're going to be playing your college basketball.
Where I'm going to be playing my college basketball? It's like one of the biggest decisions ever. Where I would like to play at is Mississippi State.
Mississippi
Yes,
State. Wow.
yes,
Congratulations, Willie. That is big time stuff. Now, I want you to tell the people who are watching at home, why Mississippi State?
Man, the Coach Days, man, Coach Jans, they push their players to be a pro. Like, as I'm watching their practices and stuff, man, they don't care that I'm there watching. They still pushing their players to be a pro. They're always trying to get their players to the next level. So I think that's where I see myself at.
All right, now let me ask you this. For all those Mississippi State fans that are watching and celebrating right now, what would you tell them they are getting when Willie Burnett III arrives in town?
What they're getting. I'm a dog, for real. And that's what they getting. They getting a real dog, a real young bull. A real dog.
All right. Well, there you have it. Now, Willie, I tell you what, I want you to go celebrate. You and your friends and family have earned this moment. You go celebrate, have a good time, and we're just going to keep talking about how lucky Mississippi State is to get you. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody. Willie Burnett III off the board to Mississippi State right here live on the CBS Sports College Basketball Channel. To help me break down exactly what this means, going to bring in 24/7 Sports Director of Basketball, Eric Bossi, into the show. E-Boss, welcome in. Now, we know that Willie Burnett plays with a lot of style and a lot of flair, and let's face it, he announces with a lot of style and a lot of flair as well. But you heard him talk about what he thinks he's going to bring to Mississippi State. He's bringing a dog. But E-Boss, could you elaborate on that for the fans watching?
Of course, yeah. I think he did do a pretty good job of describing the way he plays because he's a high energy guy. He's going to get his shots off. He's not afraid to talk a little bit of trash, but he is going to go at whoever is in front of him and try and destroy them in any way possible. He's a little rough around the edges with that sometimes, but that's what Chris Jans wants. He wants a guy that he's not going to have to push to attack. Like he knows with Willie that he's going to be getting downhill and he's going to be getting baskets. And when he needs something done with the shot clock winding down, he could put the ball in his hand and go make a play.
And E-Boss, you and I talked about this offline the other day, and I wanted to ask you about it again. Just the fit of Chris Jans, because my perception of this is that Willie, yes, he needs to get a little bit more efficient, needs to learn to play with the ball, not quite as much in his hands. But Chris Jans is a guy who's going to let him play. And at the end of the day, Willie's going to need a certain amount of freedom to be at his best. Talk to me about that fit between Burnett and Jans.
Absolutely. If you are willing to play physical and you're willing to play fast and you're willing to get after it on both ends of the floor, Coach Jans is going to give you, plenty of room to do things, and he's going to live with a little bit of mistakes. That's just the kind of way he wants to play. He wants to be high octane. He wants to have multiple athletes that are interchangeable who can go out and get it. And I think, they're building on some really good success there in Starkville. And this is the kind of recruit that's allowed them to get. And I think he's a guy that can come in early on and really provide them a boost offensively.
Yeah, and you talk about that offense. This is a program that has made significant strides on that end of the floor in each of the last 3 seasons. About 175 overall in offense in year 1, cracked the top 75 year 2. Last year, one of the top 25 offensive teams in the country. They've been top 50 in defense all 3 years under Jan. So they have got another weapon coming into town. We've got lots more on this on the 247sports.com site. You can check it out right now. Got an article from E-Boss as well as some analysis from myself. While you are there, you are going to want to use the promo commits. It gets you 65% off the annual VIP membership with all that goes into that. Visit 247 Sports right now for that content. That promo code commit65. Again, commit65 for 65% off an annual VIP membership.